Oh, hey there, and welcome to yet another season of John Works Too Much. This is season 7, the beginning. All right, so I've been on sabbatical for a minute. I've been writing books and doing other things, playing a lot of music and stuff. But today I bought 2 houses, and I'm going to call them the twin houses, and that's because there's one right here and one right here. They're not really twins, but they're close enough to twins. All right, now this is a hoarder house. I'm going to show you inside here in a minute. You can tell the roof. Can you see that up there, Alan? Yeah, it's kind of caved in. It looks like it needs some attention. It may have been neglected a lot, like some of our souls that have been neglected a lot. Moral of the story right now is there's a lot of stuff here. We're gonna start cleaning it up, okay? And if you want any of this stuff, or you just want to look through this stuff, or you just want to say hi and give me a hug, send me a message. I'll give you the address. Come on over. You can have it for free because I'm generous with garbage. It's not just garbage. There's a lot of good stuff in here too. It's just I don't care that much. I don't really like stuff. So vultures, descend upon me. Oh, hey there. So this is the first room. We were able to get this door open using our powers. And as you can see, it's got a skylight, like a natural skylight. And here's another one over here. Take a look. It's got a nice fridge. It's avocado over there. So if anybody wants that, it's free. And then all this great stuff. There's a washer and a dryer. Yeah, so anything you want here, help yourself. Like, I'm really ridiculously generous with this stuff. So there's some real treasure going on here, like this thing. Oh, I'm sick. Oh, hey there. So now we're inside one of the 2 houses, and as you can tell, it needs a little bit of cleanup. But anything you want, like I said before, it's yours for free. So this is how people live. And this is why when you hear that when roaches come in contact with a human being, they quickly run away and they clean themselves off because they think we're disgusting. I gotta agree with the roaches today. Anyway, let's take a quick look. Wonderful stuff. So much treasure. So much treasure. Anything you want. Free of charge. TV set. Look at this. Now this is nice. Alan's found some treasure in here. What do you think? And there's a naturally occurring skylight up in the ceiling. See that? Oh, that's nice. Yeah. And then up here, oh, there's another skylight. Yeah, that's nice. But then the kitchen. The kitchen, take a look, has been recently updated. Not that recent, but within the last 100 years, I think. So that's good. And then we just get that open. Oh, now this is not bad at all. Yeah, you can see this. Plenty of room. You could, I don't know why they didn't put more stuff in here, but you know, whatever. Oh, you know what? This is a room here. Hold on. Oh no, that's nice. I wish you had a smellophone or smell-o-vision, but we're gonna leave that alone for right now. But if you want a National Geographic magazine, there's several in there. So that does not smell good. Okay, so hopefully it's a good lesson to you. I know that a lot of you think I'm going to save this stuff because I might need it one day. Maybe my kids will want it, my heirs, and I'll be doing them a favor. You're not doing them a favor. It's not good. So we're going to clean this up for the next however long. But if you want anything for free, I can't emphasize this enough. Come get it. Just rifle through it. You don't scrap or anything like that. All right, love you guys. Oh, hey there. So we've been working for about 28 minutes, and we did have a few people. We had some invisible crew, and we waved a magic wand all over this thing. Now, let me just show you what we got. You remember earlier, this was a disaster area. It looked like maybe somebody hadn't cleaned up ever. But real quick, let's walk through the house, okay? This was an atrocity before God, and now it still looks pretty bad, but it's cleaner, okay? Now, quick, we gotta get through all this stuff. Look at this, way better. Still got a gaping hole, still got some mold issues, some soft floor issues. We're gonna take care of all that because, you know, we're cool like that. All right, now, this room, you literally couldn't get the door open and it was like this tall with just junk everywhere. Not anymore. And look at the bathroom. You can actually see that there's a bathroom. And then this kitchen, I don't know if you recall, you couldn't even walk in here, but now you can walk in here. And that makes me very happy. Now, I want to tell you a quick story, and this is about Elisha, okay? Now, Elisha was like the apprentice to Elijah, okay? Elijah came and walked by, and Elisha was a farmer. And so he had a bunch of oxen, and he was pulling a plow. And Elijah walked by and kind of went, God wants you. And Elisha says, give me a minute. And you know what he does? He takes his plows, and he crushes them, And he takes his oxen and he slaughters them as a sacrifice, and he burns his oxen and he burns his plows. Why would he do that? Because he didn't want any option of going back. He was like, I'm serving God with the rest of my life, and I can't go back to my old life because I destroyed it. It is gone. It is dead. It's kind of what we did with this house, okay? We were like, should we save these cabinets? No, rip it out before we have a chance to think about it. Should we save any of the stuff in here? Absolutely not. Blech. We don't want it. We're tearing it out. We're making everything new. And that's how we should do with our lives too. We should look at our whole life and be like, do I want to keep doing this? No. You did this your whole life. It didn't do you any good. It's time to clean up your house. It's going to be so much better. I'm very excited. Drew, you excited?
Oh yeah.
Me too, because we all know. You guys don't know yet, but we know that when it looks disgusting like this, it's real close to looking beautiful. Can't wait. All right. Oh, hey there. So, we decided to tear the walls out of this house. And the reason why is, look at all this insulation. Oh, there is none. And then maybe you're thinking to yourself, these are nice windows, right? Well, I don't know if nice is the word that I would use to describe them, but they did have tape on them everywhere. And so they were like, we're feeling air blowing in, probably like a fan blowing through their windows. And so they put tape all around the edges of it, thinking that would help. But look, air can come in through anywhere. That's ridiculous. We're better than that. All right, now, when we expose this window, which is pretty solid, maybe you're thinking to yourself, so what is that ginormous weight right there? Well, I'm glad you asked. On old school windows, okay, so now they've got springs that have like a coil in them that whenever you want to raise it, it helps you. Garage doors do the same thing, right? But watch what happens. So there's a weight over here, and there's a weight over there, all right? And when I raise this window up, those weights go down, which helps to pull the window up. Right? See how that works? And then when you put them back, really in good shape. Now, maybe you're like, can I get a witness on this since I'm in here completely by myself? Come down here, let's just take a look. Hey buddy, did you see all that? Sorry, it's a little quiet. Rats. I'm gonna need another witness. I'm gonna go look. Oh, hey there. So, I'm just out here just enjoying this natural skylight. It's about to start raining and maybe a tornado, I don't know. But either way, I feel like this is a good place to stand. Just kidding, we're gonna fix this. We're gonna fix this tomorrow. This doesn't have any power in here. The power got shut off today, but I called and we're gonna get more power. So take a look in here. What you think? You remember yesterday I bought this house and we took all the stuff out. It was about waist deep in here with junk. And so we've now filled 3 30-yard dumpsters with the stuff we took out. And then we went ahead and took out all the sheetrock and everything because it was a mess. And then I had my heat and air guy come out here, Tropic Heat and Air, and I had my foundation guy come out here, and I had my roofer come out here, and I called and got power, and I called for water, and they're like in the 20th century. They're like, oh, you got to come down here in person. So whatever, I'm gonna have to wait and do that. So let me show you quickly what we got. This is so that later on you'll be like, wow, that's a big difference. Watch out right there, Drew. As you can clearly see, that was the kitchen. It still is, but you know, whatever. And then, and here's another bedroom. So it's gonna look beautiful. Right now it looks less beautiful. And this is the difference between potential and actually doing something, okay? So right now, this house has a lot of potential. If we're being honest, this house has had a lot of potential for decades, okay? The guy across the street told me that he's lived here for 34 years and he's never seen anything come out of this house. That's not a good sign. That's not healthy. Nevertheless, it always had potential, but now we were taking that potential and making it into something amazing. And speaking of potential, which I will probably never use, I was thinking if I had a restaurant, my motto would be always leave them wanting more. On a side note, I don't cook. I hope that helps. Both my children were born at home. And the midwife introduced herself and said, hi, I'm gonna deliver your baby. And I was like, I'm pretty sure we want them to keep their livers. I don't want them to be delivered. She looked at me like this, and I looked at her like this, and she's like, get out. And I haven't seen my children since. That's not true. Anyway, I want to show you the outside of the house. So right now, it looks underwhelming, but soon it will look beautiful. Watch this. Come on. you'll notice, they didn't just hoard. They were hoarders across the board. They weren't just hoarders inside their house, they were also hoarders outside the house, so at least they were fair about it. Now this is a multi-siding project. As you can tell, they've got shiplap, and that's the yellowy looking stuff, and then they've got this asphalt nonsense, and then they've got some 8-inch on center over here. We're gonna make this one siding. Ha ha ha. Sends a message, right? And that is where that skylight was that we started off with. And that skylight, I think, is going to be a problem. We're going to just seal that up. So tomorrow, we're going to take those rafters off, we're going to put new rafters on, we're going to redeck it, and then here in a couple days, I talked to my roofer today, and he's going to fix it all and make it beautiful. We're going to get all new siding on, new windows, new doors, whatever. Also, we got this house over here, in case you want to take a look. And all these wonderful outbuildings. We're going to call them outhouses. They're not really houses. Hopefully nobody's using the bathroom in them. But anyway, we will see you tomorrow. I'm going to play a show tonight. Hey there. So, did you know that you can't see the back of your own head? What does that mean? That means you got to have friends, and you got to have people that you work with, hopefully, that will watch your back. They'll be like, hey, someone's about to hit you. Hey, duck. Hey, watch out. Hey, you're doing a dumb thing. This is important. If people tell you something like that, they're like, hey, you know, you got a booger hanging. That means they're your friend. If they don't criticize you, you'd be like, you probably hate my guts. And they might, I don't know. Anyway, as your friend, I just want to tell you that, oh, by the way, yeah, we put a bigger skylight. We're going to fix it later on today. Can you see it in the video? Yeah? Okay, yeah. Yeah, just right here, there's a little bit of an opening. You can see it's about, well, the whole thing. We're going to fix all that. We also put in a new breaker box this morning and did a bunch of other stuff. But I want to tell you, this is, so I don't know how many of you guys know this, but I was on Preppers, and I'm a bit of a survivalist, okay? Now, full disclosure, I was acting on Preppers as a marauder. I'm not actually a prepper, but I think this will help you. If you're ever dying of thirst and you're out in the desert and there is no water, it's very easy to get water. You just get a big block of ice and you let it melt, and then you take that and you can drink it. So I hope that helps. Ah, hey there. So here's my question for you today. How much money have you spent in your life so far on rent? You can do the math, it's not that hard. You can be like, oh, I spend whatever it is, $2,000 a month, times 12 months a year, that's $24,000, times however many years. And then you'd be like, oh, yikes, I could have bought a house. Because you probably could have bought a house. So maybe it's time. We're gonna have these two houses ready soon, and they'll be affordable. Now, today, we did have a big skylight, and the homeowner was like, I don't like that so much. We're gonna fill that in. So we reframed all that, made it strong and sturdy so we can walk on it, and then we put decking all over it. And now it's on its way to beautiful. It's not beautiful yet, it's on its way. We got water on both the houses, we got power on over here, we got a breaker box up here, you can see that. We haven't done the wiring in it yet, but I'm so excited. Drew, you got anything on your heart?
No.
He says maybe. Nothing at all? Did you know that giraffes have really long necks because their heads are so far away from their bodies? That's a fact, you can look that up. Their heads are so far away from their bodies, it makes them have a long neck like that. Okay there. So quickly, I want to show you this. Look at this. We fixed the skylight. It's not 100% fixed yet, but huge difference from since launch. 28 minutes, I mean, sorry. And the guys came in here and just tore it up, and it's all cleaned up, and it's beautiful. Now, this house, we all know, was an atrocity before God. There actually, people came up to the throne room of God, and they were like, we have to do something about this. And God's like, I've got just the person. And he sent it to me. Nevertheless, it was brought to my attention, is probably the most beautiful thing in the whole house. Like, amidst all this yuck, this shone like a diamond in the rough. I want to show you in contrast to another fan that was left here, quickly. Now this fan shines like a rough in the rough. In fact, I don't want to touch that. I don't want to smell it. I don't want to look at it. And I definitely don't want to taste it. There you go. Now you know. Perhaps you're concerned that there's no life on Mars. And we don't know. I haven't personally been. It's all hearsay. But I have a plan, okay? In case you're like, what could possibly survive on Mars? Now, if evolution is true, then this is true. You take this stuff right here. I don't even know what in the world it is. It looks dangerous. It looks like it's aggressive, okay? You take that, just launch it in a little, like a bottle rocket, but a big bottle rocket, and like aim it at Mars with your laser GPS, well, I don't know what it is, and then and shoot it up there and just let it, and then you know what'll happen? Give it 64 million years or however long it takes. We'll probably go over there and be like, they got people. Oh, hey there. So maybe when you buy flip houses, then you look and you're like, huh, there's problems. And then you could be like this, I don't see no problems. That doesn't really fix the problems though. Maybe you're like, let's get up there and see what they are. So in this case here, can you see over there, Alan? It's kind of dark, but this was sagging down 6 inches and we jacked it all up and we put those new 2x6s on there. We made basically like an inverted rat run and then we supported everything. And now we're gonna do the same thing over here. So you can see that this is split. We got a jack and we jacked it up. This one was split too. This rafter was split, and so we jacked that up and we put a scab on it. And then once we get another, we're gonna do two 2x6 like this. We're gonna nail them up to these, and then that'll give us the strength of the other. And then we're gonna get that jacked up and then brace all that too. So that's what we're gonna do to make this better. There's several rafters that are split. I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, like over there. See that one?
Yep.
Yeah, I think there's, oh, there was one here we fixed already.
Yeah.
And we're gonna fix all of them, make them all good. But when there's a problem in your life, fix it. But what I really love to hear, and what I'd be curious to hear, is what is the next excuse you're gonna use to not fix your problems? Send those to me. I love hearing excuses. I'm just like, oh, great idea. I should use that one. But I'm not gonna. Did you ever stop to think that maybe you're the problem? Have you ever? I mean, I know everybody wants to be like, it's not my fault, it's their fault. And everybody points the finger, right? Since the beginning of time. Since, God went to Adam, he's like, I told you not to eat from the tree. And he goes, the woman that you made, she made me do it. And then he goes to Eve and she's like, the snake made me do it. And everybody blames somebody else. But have you ever noticed like, hey, I keep having recurring problems, and maybe the common denominator is you, okay? Now I know people that are like, it's everybody else's fault that I'm so angry. I'm like, is it? Or is it just that you're always angry? Like maybe you gotta learn how to let things go. Or like, it's everybody else's fault that I fill in the blank, lose my job. And you're like, is it everybody else's fault? Well, every boss you've ever had a jerk, or do you have a bad work ethic? Or something, there's something that's getting in your way. And I don't say this to be mean, I'm saying this because maybe you can fix your problems. I'm a problem solver. Speaking of solving problems, if you notice, this was less beautiful this morning, and we braced up, yeah, I think I showed you, we braced up inside of that roof, and there was a bunch of split rafters and stuff because a tree fell on it, but that's all been fixed now. And then we took out all these windows and everything, and we went clean over it. Now look, there's gonna be windows, but what we're doing is we put all this siding over top of it, and then we're gonna cut out exactly where the windows go, and it's gonna be a lot easier for us. Plus, Home Depot was having a bit of an issue earlier today, and I looked around and I was like, yeah, they're not gonna be able to help me, and we don't have enough time. So we did all this siding from here around to there, and plus up on the eave. And about, what do you think, Drew?
About 28 minutes.
It's about 28 minutes, yeah, that's exactly right. Okay, cool, thanks. Oh, hey there. So today, we put siding all the way around. You can see that silver line? That is flashing. It comes over the siding, back behind it, and back behind it. So that way water doesn't get in. It's like a miracle, or common sense. But common sense should really be called rare sense because, let's be honest, it's rare. So we did that all the way around the house. Now tomorrow, we're gonna cut holes for the windows because, we wanna have windows in the house. And then over here, you can see that Justin burned a lot of stuff, and he's putting the fire out because that's the responsible thing to do. I want you to laugh without smiling.
Laugh without smiling? Ha 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 ha. I don't know.
No. Now let me try. Hold on. I'm not good at this at all. Hold on. I'm not gonna do it. I can't. So please prove me wrong, yeah, and send me a video of you laughing without smiling, because I love. Hey, Alan, come here. It's amazing.
Alan will probably be able to do it.
Yeah, Alan will be able to do it. All right, so try to laugh without smiling. You win. Alan wins the contest. Oh, hi there. So today we put in all new windows and all new exterior doors and finished all the siding and got all the soffit and fascia up. We also did quite a bit of cleaning, and we converted matter into energy, and by that I mean we burned it. You can see it over there. That's the smoldering decay that is left. But Satan's throne was there. It is now gone, just like in real life. Okay, so I think that you guys need to know, speaking of Satan's throne, that swimming in lava is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. If you get the chance to do it, you probably won't get to do it again, so you might as well enjoy it. Now, speaking of swimming, only dead fish go with the flow. Now, what am I saying here? I'm saying that if everybody else is doing a thing, and you're just like, that's what the rest of the herd is doing, maybe you're headed for destruction. The ones that are doing something, they're going against the flow, right? And I think that it's important to understand that you're going to spend the rest of your life swimming upstream. It's going to happen. Okay, you think, I'm going to finally get a break. Every once in a while, you get like a stay of execution, you'll get a little bit of time, but for the most part, you're going to keep doing things. Now, that sounds like, what's the word I'm looking for? It sounds like that's not a great idea, but the truth is, it's going to happen. Okay, so like you go, I've eaten. Well, you're going to get hungry, you're going to eat again. Right? Like, I've bathed, well, you're gonna have to bathe again. I've worked, well, you're gonna have to work again. Like, there's a cycle to life, and there's a rhythm to life, and if you think, I'm gonna just stop doing whatever it is, you're on your way to dying. So you're gonna swim upstream for the rest of your life. But just like accept that and settle into it, and just know, like, it's okay. It's okay to swim upstream for the rest of my life. It's okay to be alive while I'm here. And then in the next life, it's okay to be alive there too. Make the most of it. Oh, listen to the thing creaking. All right, we're gonna go do other things. Chad's birthday, and we're gonna have a party and all kind of stuff. Love you guys. Bye.
I stopped drinking and I'm still alive.
Alan stopped drinking, and he's still alive. Now try to laugh without smiling, Alan. You can't do it. I was wrong. Oh, hey there. So today, we caulked and painted all of the house, and we got all the trim painted and everything, which I think is absolutely beautiful. Now, a lot of you guys want to change the world. And here's how you start. First of all, you change yourself. Secondly, you love the person in front of you. So let me explain. You do for one person what you wish you could do for everybody. This is how it works, okay? You help one person, you think, I wish everybody in the world, I don't know, had a banana. Find the person in front of you and give them a banana. Now, banana is a really bad example, but you find the person in front of you, you love them, you help them, you give them work, you give them charity with dignity, whatever it is. And when you do that for one, then you make a habit out of it. And then you know what happens? You inspire other people, and then they do it, and then it grows. And then pretty soon, before you know it, you have changed the world. So I hope that helps. We're gonna leave early because I'm playing at Binions tonight. Oh, hey there. So today, we caulked and painted the outside, but we also came in here, and I don't know if you remember, but several people, myself included, stepped through this floor because it was rotted out. Now, the reason why is because you can remember we decided we were going to put life on Mars up here. This leaked a lot, and all this water came in, and it just rotted all the floorboards out. So we took those out today, and then we're taking out, they tried to fix a problem by putting a Band-Aid over it, okay? So this happens a lot. They go, oh, it's going to be easier and faster if we just put this little thing over top of it, and that'll shim it up. Like, but you're not really fixing the problem. And then somebody else comes back and goes, ooh, we should put another thing on top of that. And then, and in this case, I don't know, everybody on the planet came and took a turn and did their part to help this house. Didn't help. So we're taking it back down to nothing so that then we can make it the right way, which I think is important. Now, my question to you is, and you don't have to answer this. If you do, that's fine. Do you build and fix more often than you tear down and criticize? Just be honest with yourself, because I think that it's important that you do build and fix things more than you tear down and criticize. It's baffling to me that there are people that like to tear down and ruin things and people just because. I realize the Joker does because, you know, some people just want to see the world burn or whatever. But I feel like that comes from a place of maybe you're broken inside. And maybe when you look at the world and you think, you know what I want to do is fix this stuff, and I'm going to do my part, okay? It's important too that when we pray, we don't pray and go hide in a hole somewhere. We pray and we go out and face our battle, knowing that God's going to be there with us, that he's going to help us to conquer, that what seems impossible, that he's going to come and provide a way and make a way, and then we're going to be like this. That really worked. And trust me, from thousands and thousands, countless amounts of times that that's happened to me. If you pray and then you go out there and you do your best, then God comes in and goes, you know what? I'm gonna help you with the rest of that. And usually comes through in a mighty way. So hope you guys are having a wonderful day and a wonderful evening, and we will see you tomorrow. Oh, hey there. So this morning, we're doing many things. They're cleaning out our septic tanks. We found them. They're disgusting, kind of crappy. And today we're ripping off this roof. Now, we suspected that it had 2 layers. We were wrong. It has 3 layers. And that top layer, the bottom layer is wood shingles. And so underneath that is 1x4s, and that's called lat, right? So we have to take all that off and then redeck it, which means we have to put down plywood or OSB. And then after that, then we'll put a new roof on. So I'm excited that that's happening. And they were like, John, maybe we can do this. And I'm like, there's no maybe in yes. Now, my question to you is this. If you knew for a fact that you were gonna die tomorrow, would you still get up and go to work? That's a real question. You need to ask yourself that. Like, would I still get up and go to work? For me, I would. I work too much already. I'm like, you're kidding me? One more day here and that's it? My curse is over? Yeah, I'll go to work. I don't care. Ain't nobody loves me anyway. Oh, hey there. So, today, we're doing the roof, cleaning out the septic tanks. That's all exciting. We're also gonna do new plumbing, okay? So, this is cast iron, for those of you that don't know. Take a look. This stuff, they used to use it, and back when everything was pier and beam, they could hang it, and it would last a very long time, okay? But then, when they put it down in the dirt, then all the acids in the dirt here in Texas, because up north is different, but down here in Texas, all the acids eat it up, and so it gets rusted, and I don't have anything to show you right now, but we will later. It corrodes from the inside, and so like a clogged artery, it just, and you'll have like nothing going through, just a bunch of rust. So it's real bad. So we're gonna replace this with PVC, and this is galvanized pipe right here. So this is their water coming in and going out, the galvanized pipe. That stuff's garbage, so we're gonna get rid of all that and put PEX in. Then this is a gas line for the stove, so we'll probably leave that, but probably gonna still do an electric stove because, let's be honest, I'm lazy. Now, Alan found all these razor blades here, okay? You see all this? These are all razor blades. Now, you might think, did these guys have a bad cocaine habit? Well, the truth is, maybe, I don't know, I wasn't here, but old medicine cabinets, you gonna show them? Old medicine cabinets used to have a slot right here. Oh, Alan's gonna show us. And so when you were done, rather than having a razor blade in your trash can and accidentally cutting yourself, you would just take that and put your razor blade through there and then drop it down. And so, something would come on the other side and like, whoop, and there's a big pile of them. Now, I would never do that, but there's a lot of things I would never do, so I'm not a good metric. Find somebody that has different standards.